Today I will show you real results from an AI robot that made $20,000 in a 100k account. That is a massive 20% profit, and it's more than enough to get funded with DAO-NX. In fact, if I was trading with my own money, it would be perfect too. If you look at my screen, you will see that on one of the VPSs I have the account with the Infinity Trader EA that is trading on a few charts. I have it on the pound dollar, the New Zealand cat, and the Aussie cat. The AI tool in the expert advisor gives me an overall trend expectation if we are in a short market or if we are in a long. For example, if I switch to the New Zealand cat, you will see that overall trend is buy, and with the pound dollar right now we have bullish market as well. However, you can decide if you want to use the AI tool or not. If I show you the open trades, you will see that currently I have a floating loss of $622. I have a very profitable open trade with the pound dollar. If I show you that, we will see when exactly it opened. So there are actually a few positions. If you look at the pound dollar, you will see that there are plenty of short trades. The first trade started with 0.24, the second one was 0.48, 0.72, 0.92, 184, and one more short trade with 184. Alright, so that's kind of a recovery system, and you can see that in the comments. So here is the first signal, and then we have 3 times add, which means that more orders were added to the position, and then comes into action the recovery option, which opens higher lots and on better price. It pretty much improves the average price. So the concern here is what happens if the price of pound dollar keeps going upwards just as the AI tool says. Now that's pretty much the risk in the account that I'm taking, and if I show you the equity, you will see that from time to time there are these drawdowns and the equity was recovered, then the equity and the balance went together until that point, and now there is this floating loss that almost recovered, and this is pretty normal if you use grid martingale systems. However, some additional tools like AI to give you a trend direction or a very well calculated money management in the EA allows you to have a balanced risk, and you can see that in this account I achieved 20% return in 119 days, or pretty much this is 20% in 4 months or 5k per month. One more time, this is a $100,000 DAO-NX account, and you can see that the profit is 20,493. If I show you a little bit more about the statistics, you will see that I have profit factor of 4.23, which is pretty decent profit factor, and the monthly return is 4.9. If I show you the symbol tab, you will see that the most profits came from the pound dollar, and what I can do is simply close the other charts and keep trading it on pound dollar, but I prefer to have a portfolio or a balanced exposure between different assets, and in fact those are profitable as well, so I see no reason of closing them. If I show you the pips on the side, you will see that with all of them I have one pretty decent amount of pips, and on the vendor's website we can see some track record. It is right in here. We can see that this is a live account, and we have all the green checks, even the live updates, which is not very common for all vendors. And in this account we have a gain of nearly 90%. So if I scroll a little bit lower, you will see that we have positive months in 2024. So the expert makes somewhere between 2 and 2.5%. If I look in 2023, you'll see that we had a very profitable month back in February, and in 2022 we have 9.19 in October. The good thing is that there wasn't a losing month, but it's a grid system, so I prefer to trade it on DarwinX, so I'm not risking my own capital. So once I have an account with DarwinX, I can get a virtual 100k and I can trade this money on MetaTrader 5 or on MetaTrader 4. Of course, you can trade manually, but you know me, I prefer expert advisors because I don't do anything. They do the trading. As well, if you decide to open an account, they have a new pricing of 38 euro sign up fee, and then you pay 38 euro a month. As well, if you enter the coupon Petko 20PC and you click on apply, you will see extra 20% discount. I'll leave the coupon down below in the description. And if you decide to test the Infinity Trader EA, I'll leave that link down below in the description as well, because at the time of recording this video I saw there is a discount. Let me just scroll down to the bottom. Here it is. So the regular price is nearly $500, but at the time of recording it is $247. I'm not sure for how long this discount will stay on the vendor's website, but I'll leave the link so you can check it out. As well, I'll leave the link to the FX Blue track record of my DarwinX account where I'm trading the Infinity Trader EA. So whenever you're watching the video, you will see how it is actually performing, and you can decide if the results justify the price. As always, thank you so much for watching and staying with me until the end of the video, guys. Check out this one on my side to learn more about another expert advisor that I trade on DarwinX account. As always, I love you, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.